myself, I got God with me. Come on, Cali, talk to me. Come on, Cali.
Mama, stop playing making beats again.
Feel like I'm the only one. I gotta take the shades off of this one. I'm not too cool for y'all. Sitting near the top, I'm praying to the Holy One. I know the Lord watching over my health. I gotta be the Holy One. Why everybody always look for my help? This taking time. And no, I ain't the only one that know that God got us. My brothers don't ride brothers, we got butter. But Fady facing jail time. I bet he really didn't ever nigga this line up on this cell block. 1 block, 2 block, 3rd mile. We going out, I can't make it home. Been trying to make it, all I do is make it. Nowadays ain't got a drill. Hold on, Cali, hold on. Little bitches, I can't even think to trust bitches. A fuck nigga, no love nigga. I hate a Henny and some rocket, hit the club nigga. When you got family back at home, who think you fuck with them? This life I live, I hope I'm living it right. Don't need no like up under my picture, that was still with me right. Ain't have a house up on the hill, we came from Lincoln at night. He got the gun, he got the tripping eye. And now he thinking he the only one. They ain't stop when they made yours, nigga, make me wanna put a holy one. Hands up, one. It seems like I'm the only one. Cause I'm sitting at the top like myself, I'm praying to the Holy One. I know the Lord watching out for my, hey, I gotta be the only one. Why everybody always look for my help?
What is up, Austin? What is up, Austin? What is up, Austin, Texas? Welcome back to another live edition of the 1 hour news break brought to you by the 2 hour lunch break podcast. I am Saint, one half of the 2 hour lunch break podcast. We are here in the heart of East Austin, Texas. Today is Tuesday, June 25th, and we have an amazing episode lined up for you today.
That's right. I'm Trotwood Zeus, the other half of the 2 hour lunch break podcast. And a huge shout out to our sponsor, Dawa Studios, for making this live podcast possible. Thanks to them, we're able to bring you this special experience today.
So for those tuning in for the first time, 2 hour lunch break podcast usually celebrates and amplifies voices of Black and brown entrepreneurs and artists in our city. Our slogan, of course, is a podcast for Austin, from Austin, shared with you around the world, where we shine light here on amazing talents and stories in the city of Austin that are unique.
But this go around, we're switching things up a bit. Instead of our usual interviews, it's usually just us diving into the latest events in Austin and across the nation. So we're here to share our perspectives on current events, local news, and everything in between.
So get comfortable, dive into some engaging conversation, and remember to catch us on all streaming platforms, and you can follow all episodes at 2 hour lunch break pod, on Instagram at 2HLB pod, and on X at the 2 hour lunch break. Let's get into it. Man, how you doing, man?
Good, man. I know before we start every live episode, we always have the mental health check.
The mental health check, correct.
So, mental health wise,
yes.
I'm good. We did like a big, me and the wife did a big deep clean of the house.
Oh man, that's
so
always
fam, sweeping and moving and hanging up pictures and
that
moving
boy said
pictures.
Spring cleaning in the summertime.
Bro, like, dog, I'm so wore out, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, fam.
Yeah.
As soon as we get out of here, bro, I'm headed to the crib. I'm passing out.
I
man.
respect
But
it.
outside of that, though,
Yeah.
I'm in a good space, man.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm super happy. I'm super happy for what is transpiring in life. I'm happy for the people around me getting success and opportunities out the wazoo. So I'm definitely happy about that.
Yes,
Before we move forward, though, we got another guest. We got to check his mental health too,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Brother Xavier, how you doing, my brother?
Man, good.
Man, glad you're here. How is your mental health? How are you doing?
Man, I'm great, man. I'm trying to look for the best words to say it, but persevering.
Hey,
in a great way, a positive way.
Right.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So for those who have not seen our episodes, we want to give a special shout out to Xavier Alvarado for joining us once again, alum of the pod and alum of the show.
What we call him last time? Tubi Bay?
Tubi Bay.
Tubi Bay. Hey, man. Last episode we had the homie on, man. Hey, the women were going crazy.
The women's?
They was going crazy in the comments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's that man's name again? Where does he stay? Where does he frequent?
Right.
We would like to partake and know about the dwellings.
They was in the comments heavy, man.
Yeah, man. So we're really excited. Thank you so much for pulling up on us. We know you want to talk about a certain particular segment, so I'll just let you dive into it. Talking about your art exhibit, let us know everything. Give us all the details.
Man, thank you again for that introduction, man. And it's beautiful just to be here with y'all, man. We've seen each other grow.
Yes.
Right.
It's great to be around stand-up men. You know, I look up to y'all, and I appreciate y'all for opening up your space for me.
Thank you.
Just in general, this right here, this image, this time is important. So I just want to just give kudos to that, man, and just honor y'all and thank y'all. Yeah. This exhibition is about hearts, right? That's the name of the title. It's called Hearts, How Deep Is Your Love? And it's basically dealing with aspects of the heart, right? Courage, love, passion, compassion, empathy, things of that nature. And so throughout the exhibition, it's not in order, but it is a story. And it is a Roman art gallery. So that means that it's taking place right now at Big Medium, Austin. And then it'll also take place at 2324 Studios. A component of my art is at Dear Austin. It's a coffee shop. It's a mural on that wall. And then I'm looking for one more location, but I like to gamify my art in my exhibition. So I like to surprise my audience and people who rock with me. So there's a few pieces in the exhibition that isn't finished, but that's on purpose so that people can follow the journey and see how the evolution of the art piece will turn out towards the end. So it ends July 22nd. And I had people write a letter to life at the first opening, and I'm taking those notes and I'm applying it to my process, my creative process. So
Okay. So, bro, I'm curious, bro. So prior to this, I had never heard of like a roaming gallery.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
that was my first time hearing about that. What inspired you to do like a roaming gallery that's going to be moving from spot to spot to spot to spot rather than just like a static, one-stop shop type of deal? What sparked that?
Man, that's a beautiful question. Just wanting to gamify my art and wanting to make art interesting again, right? I feel like art should be a journey and an adventure. And so, when doing so, I want to also highlight these places that I frequently visit and highlight other people that I rock with, So Big Medium Austin is a beautiful spot. It's a BIPOC-owned gallery. 2324 Studios is an amazing spot. I myself, as well as other artists, have previewed there. And then they also have a food truck that's all vegan right next to them. So, we got a special surprise for anybody that comes to that. That's a nice collaboration I made. So if you come into the gallery, we got some food for you, right after that. So I just believe in the experience of life, right? So Roman Art Gallery just encourages people to travel and check out these new spots and just visit Austin. Like, get in tune with the city, get off your phone, and just experience.
You mentioned heart, experiencing life, and then how deep is your love? Like, that's, our overline title. How did you even come up with that concept?
Man. So I heard a song. It's by the Bee Gees, man. It's how deep it, it go like that. And so I got an old soul, man, and just realizing the frequency of the universe of the time. Well, at least in America right now, I feel like heart is needed, right? That's outside of just love, but courage. You know what I mean? To work hard or to still see something through, you got to have heart to do it. Nobody can teach you heart. You know what I mean? So, and I just want to bring that aspect back to, why people visited museums and why art is important in the first place. Art is information and communication, and especially putting it in a project, right, or a solo exhibition that's bringing light to a particular topic, right? What are we walking away with? What are we coming to this space even for? Or what do we go to art galleries for? Information, or to see a civilization's time of technology and mechanics. And so people who follow me in my artist journey, I always want to give them something. So my first show was The Garden, and it was talking about the seeds that grow in the mind. Galileo was about imagination, and then Hearts is about, the heart.
Okay. So I'm curious, right? So I know all art galleries, I know you have to curate. You have to curate the art pieces. You have to curate the message that you want conveyed, and you have to curate the art pieces that are that are going to be conveying that message, right? Man, if you can, man, talk about that process. Like, what were some of the art pieces that got thrown your way, and how did you curate that? Like, is there any specific art pieces for you that stand out? That's like, hey, this conveys what I'm trying to say. Like, talk about that a little bit.
Man, so there's a particular piece. I'm glad you asked that question. There's a particular piece that's in the middle, right when you walk into the gallery or come into the flex space at Big Medium. It's called Heart on My Sleeve, right? And when I first painted it, I didn't mean for it to look like me, but it ended up looking like me, just a dude with a beard. But that was just to relate the growth of time, right? When you're dealing with a picture or something that says 1,000 words, you have to put certain signifiers in there to indicate time or value or even attention, right?
Gotcha.
And Heart on My Sleeve was about hard work and still having that faith in the journey, right? And it's to those who wear their heart on their sleeves, and it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to have those times of strife and then get through it. There's another piece in there that was about love, romance. I don't want to say too much. I want people to come check it out. But I say all that to say is what inspired a lot of those pieces is the conversations that I have and the people that surround me. Right. I'm not one of those artists that can just get, inspiration way beforehand and then go with a topic. I'm definitely an artist that likes to take my time and grow with my art and the evolution of it. So
that's what's up. So you talked about the Roman Art Gallery. You talked about the spaces, how you appreciated those spaces. What made you pick these specific locations?
Man, I wish I could just be like, yo, this is, but it's actually what God and the universe has brought me. You know what I mean? And I haven't experienced luck per se, but taking the cards that I've been dealt and making the most out of them. Yeah. And so these people have given to me, and these, places have given to me. So I thought it would be dope to give back to them, and then, especially with community, right? Most of the time that's all you have. Right. And these communities have helped me, and I want to help them as well. Right. And, in the future I'll go and send proposals or whatever, but I want to focus here first and then build out.
Okay. I love it. So, I'm curious, right? So I know we kind of keep harping on the Roman gallery part of it, right? So I know with a Roman gallery, you deal with a different set of circumstances versus like a static, one-stop shop, right? Exactly. What like a peek behind the scenes, right? Like, what are some of the challenges for you as kind of the man behind it all? Like, what kind of challenges that are you dealing with the Roman gallery versus what you would deal with like a one-stop gallery?
Man, it's a great math problem, with something that's static, you know exactly where you're going to be. You know exactly how to navigate that space. Yep. But when you're doing a Roman one, you have to think about navigation and communication, right? So that was one of the pitfalls I ran into with this Roman gallery is just communicating which spot I want people to go to first, how many pieces I want to put in each location, why I want to put it in this location. Right. You're dealing with parking, you're dealing with what incentive it is to get there. Yep. And then on top of all of that, social media. It's bogged down right now. So it's like, how do you strategically communicate from behind the scenes where you want to introduce these concepts and how they're going to receive it the best? So just dealing with that,
With that being said, you talked about the challenges. Give us a memorable moment or something you like from this experience. This is going to be with me forevermore for the remainder.
Man, I think just that initial communication, just making sure all my T's are crossed and I's are dotted right before, as much as I can, It was a grandiose idea. I'm very ambitious, but with this first opening, a lot of people showed up to the second location, 2324, and that was my fault because I didn't account for the navigational issues that may reload and upload on the website. Now, this is an external source.
Yeah.
And even when especially in today's time, you can try to cover up that mistake and change the information, which I did. It still may not get to that person because they may turn their phone off.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So you got to still, all right, let me go through the email. Let me go through the text message. Right. So just that communication portion. And I think, communication is going to be your biggest hurdle in any situation. So just doubling down on that communication, and give myself time to still be creative.
Right. In the process.
Right.
In the midst of it.
So I know the exhibition started on the 22nd, right? So it's already been open a couple days.
Yeah.
So far, what has the public response been so far? I know it's only been a few days since you got started, but so far, what has that response been like? Are people going up for it, or has there been some criticisms, or like what's the overall feel so far? I know it's early, but what's that feeling like for you?
Man, I don't want to say they love it. I don't want to big up myself just yet, but I would say they appreciate it. They appreciate me going 3 for 3, just being consistent, showing something new and talking about a new topic.
Right.
So to keep the curiosity up, I still want to keep that college feel. I don't want to be or feel like I'm in the NBA yet. I want to keep that competitiveness and that ambition up, especially in a field where it's not as competitive or ambitious. I want to bring that to it in that light to the art realm.
I love it. Have you experienced like different kind of reactions at different locations? Because I know you said you set up the art kind of ebb and flow and feel. And my thought process, right, it's almost like designing a home, as it were, right? You want to make certain when you first enter, I'm catching your attention, right? And I keep you entertained throughout, and then right before you leave, I'm knocking you out with something with a haymaker and be like, all right, make sure you come back to the next one. So have you had that experience with some of the locations?
Especially with Big Medium, it's a grandiose space, so people get enthralled just walking in there, right? And then there's that curiosity. Okay, what's he gonna do next? And I love that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I feel like a gladiator in those times.
That's a gas.
Gladiator is one of my favorite movies, by the way.
Word.
How you not entertained?
Yeah.
So I try to wow, as much as I can, and continue to uphold my promises as best as I can. With that gamify aspect, and just grow with my audience. And so, just to answer your question, man, is man, they taking a while away from it. Right. I make sure I toast and make sure it's free water, drinks, all that good stuff. So, make sure the basic needs are met, and then give them a storyline to feed off.
Right. That's real.
Okay, so side topic, right?
Yeah.
So I know last time. I remember our last interview. We had joked about, right, like groupies, right? We're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna do that, right? But since we kind of, we gonna kind of glance that topic a little bit, right? Women. How has the response been from women so far, especially when you're dealing with an exhibit that deals with the topic as intimate as love, right? Like, what has the reception been like from your women? I guess I don't know what to call them, fans,
audience.
Like what is it? What has that reception been like?
Man, with this one, man, they not focused on. They focused on the subject matter more so.
Okay.
And I ain't heard too much from the women, man, to be honest.
Okay.
And I think that's a good thing. I think it's good to focus solely on the art, and the experience.
I get that.
I saw a lot of friends were made in my exhibition, so that's good.
That's positive. That's a positive.
Connecting in that way. So, but I haven't heard any aspects on it. I mean, I think I need to go back and read the Letters to Life a little bit more.
Okay.
Because going into it, right, when you first look at the heart or even hear the heart, you think of love.
Yeah.
But again, with the subject matter in the room, it's like, all right, courage, it's compassion, it's other things, and even heartbreak is in there.
Right.
So it takes you out of that just one aspect of love, and that's what I was wanted to do.
You got it.
Yeah, so I mean, I think I'll double down on maybe a party like that. Where it's like
Yeah.
specifically love.
Right.
Yeah.
So you talked about just setting up the arena for your gallery, right? Talk a little bit about, I guess for me, I know every single art or painting that you make is your child, right? Your baby. Is there one in particular that's in the gallery that's important to you? And can you give us the reasoning why?
Man, I try not to have that anymore, to be
Really?
honest.
Okay.
Man, you know, my dad told me to keep a piece, just one piece, at least from each show to myself, so I have my own collection. So I'm still deciding on which one I want to do that with. But, you know, this was a very selfless exhibition. You know, I didn't want to have any favorites. I love more so the color palette I chose for this one. Yeah, the color spoke to me. And the people that came, so every exhibition I do, I have people have a dress code. So this time it was like olive, black, cream, or red, right? So most people came in olive and cream, which was fly. There's some fly fits out there. I need to get People's Gallery out there and do, you know, a review of my exhibition one day. But but yeah, man, I think what I really love was how it was just, again, another test to see how people show up, you know, with the gallery and just the color palette, man. That was my favorite part.
Gotcha. So I was gonna say, so I know it's early, you're only a few days in, but if you can, man, let's talk about the future of the exhibit a little bit, right? So I know it's doing well now, but do you potentially have any plans of, like, you know, maybe expanding it, or, you know, maybe incorporating some new elements or something like that? What are you thinking? And also, before you get started, this is a 2-hour lunch break exclusive. If he spills the beans,
Right.
Just let y'all know. Okay.
Most definitely. To extend it, I would love to. That's all in making sure the locations I get are secured.
Right.
I have a couple people in mind for an extended location, but I don't wanna, you know, make it a Fast and Furious 8, you know what I mean? Like they got, you know, shout out to them. No slack.
Right.
But I want it to be a moment in time, you know? And there's definitely a few more things I want to talk about, but I want to leave that to the gamify. So I feel like, especially in today's time, a lot of things are predictable. I want to be a little unpredictable, just to, you know, have that game, you know, with my particular audience and people. So I plan to have a party for sure.
Hey, okay. Go ahead and shoot us that invite.
Yeah,
you know
right.
What I'm saying? While we're talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. Yeah, man. And for people to just vibe. So
Yeah. That's good.
There we go.
So we talked about the future. We talked about potentially. What other upcoming projects or exhibitions do you have coming down the pipeline? I know this one's important right now, right? But is there something else that they say, yo, Xavier got another one coming? It's on the way. We need
another Tubi movie. Right.
It's on,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
on the way. We need
Get
to
the
check out for that.
IMDb right.
Right.
Man, so I got a few things. So we have a film in Cannes Festival right now. So that's coming out. It's called Hierarchy. We're looking for December, fingers crossed. Okay. Art-wise, I have another collaboration with Austin FC on September 21st.
Okay.
And next exhibition coming up down the line is this exhibition with a good friend of mine, Casey, Prom Queen.
Okay.
It's an Asian American and Black cross exhibition.
Okay.
And so we'll be talking about the generalities that Asian Americans and also Black and Afro-Latinos face and are here in America, but also doubling down on the specifics. And so just how those correlate. And it's a dope exhibition. We already are in talks with Toronto Tea. They're really dope. Boba Tea out there. I don't know if there's any fans of Boba Tea, but it's amazing. We got a combo drink coming. Right. And so just like in the future, I want to play with more elements of art, right? Where it's food, qualities of life, just different topics. And, Yeah, that exhibition is gonna be dope.
That's
You know what I mean? I plan to incorporate some Bruce Lee movies in there and Rush Hour. Just, I think, you know, especially Black culture and Asian American culture, we've been really, you know, tight for a long time. It's just very unbeknownst. You know, a lot of Black people in the anime, Rush Hour again, you know, Bruce Lee, and you know, it's gonna be cool to throw a whole exhibition around that idea. So that'll be cool.
I think that's dope. I think that's dope.
So I'm curious, right? So I'm gonna shift gears a little bit. I'm gonna talk about artistic impact.
Yeah.
Right. So I know you got the Roma Art Gallery, and we were just talking about earlier. That's a really a rare novel idea, at least right now, right? So we don't normally see that. So do you think, you know, that type of medium? Do you think that could inspire people? Like, hey, I ain't never seen this before. I put up to Xavier Alvarado, like a couple years from now when I do my exhibit, like I want to do something like that. Do you think that that's the kind of impact you're gonna have?
Man, I hope so. You know, I hope so. I think it'll bring excitement back into the art world, you know, to go on a journey with the artists. And then it's just setting up for galleries that I want to do in the future, man. I got some big plans that I wrote down. So I think just inspiration as in its entirety for anybody to do something similar. And encourage people to experience life and to go out to these places and experience everything. You know, Austin is a big tourist city. You know, it's known for that. That's what keeps Austin weird. It's what you come here to experience. You know what I mean? And especially the locations. You know what I mean? So
what do you want your audience to pull or receive once they come visit your exhibition?
Adventure. Adventure.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. So I was gonna say, man. So before we wrap up our Q&A, right? We do the same question to everybody, right? So before we wrap up, I know this is your second time chopping it up with us, right? You
alum.
Right? So with that said, I know you know we've had our moments here, good convo, good vibes, right? So with that said though, who do you think will be a good podcast guest for us in the future? But before you answer, it has to be somebody that's in your contacts, somebody in your phone. Like, hey man, I've been chopping up the 2 Hour Lunch Break a few different times. It's always a good time. Y'all need to pull up on them. Who would that person or people be?
Man, I think the people who run Anton's, you know, Salia, she's a great artist and creative. She knows a bunch of other creatives. She's a DJ herself, and she's a mind similar to mine, you know, if not better. She's working on the creative side, the analytics side, and the, you know, space side. So I think she would be dope.
Gotcha.
Definitely dope.
That's what's up. Give everybody your social media handle so they know where to find you, and also know where to find the art exhibit, all that.
Yeah. Social media, Xavier Alvarado with a 0 at the end, not an O. Website, artbyalvarado.com. You can find information on the gallery there as well, on my website and my social media. I think
that's what it is. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Shout out to 2 Hour Podcast and alumni.
Hey, my boy.
There we go.
Straight up.
We finna pay some bills real quick.
Right.
We'll be right back right after these commercial breaks.
Happy?
I appreciate everybody that came. You know you can fuck with. Let's take a trip to LA, the palm tree, nigga Cali I feel like I'm Tupac. Got the nose ring, my bandana in a shoebox. Goddamn, I pop out Willis shorty in the walk the bam. Come my way. Now you all on your own till Sunday. How long, but when you come my way, how many need your love and that you might be your husband or more. Giving you a time and location. Don't be worried about the time. Stop. No, you all on your own till Sunday. Don't be handling as your weekend. I'm not giving up. How long, but when you come my way, I'ma need your loving. You might be your husband giving you a time and location. Don't be worried about the time you was wasting. Don't be worried about the time you were wasting. Go crazy. Y'all still with me? Okay. That was time and location. I don't know what they got going on back there, but they having a good time. How many of y'all downloaded Cali from Texas today? Yeah? Yeah. If you haven't got it, bro, I advise you to go get it. We got some crazy shit going on with this one, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know that I was gonna be able to surpass. A lot of guys have been giving me a phone call like, hey, bro, you did something like different than you did on your last one. And we just having a little bit more fun, that's all. It was serious on the Meals Remorse. How many of y'all downloaded Meals Remorse? Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, I see a few hands. I appreciate y'all for coming out for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, a little baby down the road. It's DreamCon going on in the city. Y'all in the city, folk. Y'all can't fuck with Lil O.J. Mill, bro. I appreciate y'all for real. But I don't sleep much, you know what I'm saying? It's a song that I made called When I Die, I'll Rest. And I'll live by that.
Buster. Prince Buster coming.
The ground with his knees doubled up. But it wasn't I hit him, plus the Johnny Chopper. And the next thing I met on my dog by the sea was a cripple unconscious and says he loved me. I'm afraid of me life, I'll be hit by a car. Won't you help me across to the railwayman's bar? And after 3 pints of that cider so sweet, he threw down his crutches and he danced on his feet. Oh never, oh never, oh never again, if I live to be 100 or 110. 'Cause I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up after drinking 1 pint of that Johnny Chopper.
Don Collins, Danny Collins.
We have 3 more songs for y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
But what you can't control anyway. Talking to my friend Mary Jane. Mary
the people you got right now. Oh, talking to my friend Petro. It's time to party. Talking to my friend Petro. Time to party. Way too hard. And now it's time to play. Oh, 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 Letty. On the organ.
We are back. ATX, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Yep.
We had a great conversation with my man, Xavier Alvarado, talking about his platform and also the art exhibition. Make certain if you're in the Austin area, you go check it out. He's definitely got some great things and great things to show us.
It's the June 22nd to July 22nd, right?
June 22nd to July 22nd.
Y'all tap in with the homie, man. That's good content, man. Go ahead and
absolutely
see what he's talking about.
Absolutely. So, man, let's talk about what is going on in the world today. All right?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. So.
Yeah,
Doctor, we got the homie Kendrick.
Yes,
Kendrick Lamar's pop out.
Yes,
what you think about that?
AKA K Dot.
Yeah.
Man, this was, I gotta be honest, man. Being from the West Coast, being from LA, this was LA 100% through and through, man.
Right.
I was excited to see this. I was really overjoyed to see the people that partaked in that. Plus all the Easter eggs that were a part of the actual show itself. Man, I'm just overjoyed. I'm just overjoyed to bear witness to.
Right. So I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not a West Coast guy.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm as Southern as you can get.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not gonna lie, dog, because I've been a Kendrick fan since probably like 09.
Okay.
And bro, like I feel like this was like a culmination.
Yeah.
Of like, if we gonna keep it a buck, like almost like a decade of hate. but that got spun into like almost like a West Coast unification though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
1000%.
Like, yeah, everybody from the West Coast popped out.
1000%.
Right? Like it was on Juneteenth, you know, all that. And yeah, man, it was just an amazing sight to see. You know, I'm happy to see it, and I know if I was from Cali, bro, I know I'll be going up even that much more.
Oh, bro, let me tell you, so my wife is from Cali with me, right? She was mad at me that we didn't have the opportunity to pull up and go, right?
Yeah.
So that's let's start there,
right?
And number two, I mean, like the beautiful aspect of, you know, what it meant to the culture, what it meant to our people, what it meant to LA. Is phenomenal to have that connection, like cats like, you know, Tommy the Clown sitting on stage, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing. If y'all don't know who Tommy the Clown is the king of crump. There you go. Gotta get your bang right. You gotta get your bang right first before you do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But little things like that, little tidbits, sets that probably got family members that ain't talked to each other in years, laughing and joking, having a good time. Understanding what this was about love and unity across that is just phenomenal, man. And I'm just overjoyed. It's amazing to see what you can do, not just on some culmination of hate, but also just on some, you know what I'm saying, unifying the people and unifying the culture, man. I think that's a big, most important thing.
Yeah, I think for me, from the outside looking in, I think it was just a really cool moment, bro. Like you got people you haven't seen in a while. Like they, YG pulled up.
YG up.
Tyler the Creator pulled up.
Right.
Just like you said, Tommy the Clown.
Right.
Hell, you even had
Russell.
DeRozan pulled up. Russ pulled up. We was talking about that a couple days ago. They was Hoover stomping.
Right. David Stern be rolling around in his grave.
Oh, hey, David Stern would have been sick. And like keeping it a buck, there was a moment with Russ, fam. He wanted in his soul, he wanted to stack so bad.
So bad, bro.
But he had to put them fingers up. You know what I'm saying? And just start waving. That's the only way he could have contained himself.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it was cool to see. And like I said, bro, like I'm a Kendrick fan, so I was just happy that, he really he popped out with not even just the beef period. Like it was just tracks and tracks and tracks. It's back to back to back because for the most part, you already know Kendrick is known to be a bit of a recluse. Right. And of course he makes his songs, he has his hits, he has the, all the bank, everything you could think of, every metric you can measure when it comes to artists, he has all of it. But he's not like outside that. You know what I mean? So to see him outside was amazing for me as a fan.
Exactly. And I think that's one of the things that the fans do definitely appreciate now is just seeing Kendrick not just in his element but just moving around with the people. And he's as you can see, he's for the people. Like it's not I don't think I think the superstar aspect in diaspora that we normally put on artists is just not where his lane is, where he's trying to focus, right? He's trying to focus on cultivating an understanding with the culture, relating and having relativity that is very, very important, and having energy out there that is positive, right?
Yeah.
Building building upon that. Now, granted, I will say he has some negative energy for one particular person for a point in time, but I definitely feel like that's just where he's at. He's just for the people, especially for our people, and I love that. I love seeing it.
Yeah, so even outside of the pop out, I think they're actually in the midst of filming the Not Like Us video right now.
Yeah.
So at least just from the clips that I've seen, he popped up. He in Nixon Gardens. He outside.
Right.
And then it's even to the point where he's so outside. Like they got like a clip of him, bro. Like it looks like his social battery might have ran out at this point. Like he was just standing there, like not really knowing what to do with himself because you don't see him like this.
Right.
And he's like, all right, this is cool. Like I had to do what I had to do, but it's like, hey man, I'm trying to kick it at the house with the babies and my gal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to pack it up. I did what I got to do, but man, let's wrap this up so I can, chill. Let
me get the stage left. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
And we are on live on YouTube right now, and we've got a comment. Michelet said every brother in LA got a little bit of thug in him. So big shout out to Tupac Shakur, and that's definitely I feel like how the West Coast felt. And man, it's just really, really amazing to see. So I guess I got a question for you, bro.
Okay.
Being a hip hop head, right? Seeing the battle start to finish, listening to all the lyrics, listening to, what has been said, and also now we have one-liners like BBL Drizzy. We have one-liners like Fan, right?
Yeah, he a fan.
Right. What can Drake do from this point?
Okay.
What's his game plan?
So let me take a step back here, right? So I think throughout the beef, Drake made a lot of missteps, bro. Like he made a lot of missteps, and I say that because one, there was a lot of information because for the most part, like when you compare Drake and Kendrick, their public persona, we don't know them like as people, we can only go based off what we see, right. So based off their public persona, Kendrick is a lot cleaner morally when it comes to how he moves. Like
I see what
there's
you're
been issues with Drake talking about how he moves with women.
Right.
There's been the whole underage thing. We're not gonna dive into that.
No.
And then just how he is in general, like how he treats like his peers.
Right.
Like when he'll beef with somebody and then like he'll be DMing like their chick or something like that.
That's wild.
And it's been out that Drake is known to move kind of funny, right? That doesn't necessarily apply to Kendrick, right? So I think that had a big impact on the beef, and because of I'm gonna keep it a buck. Not everything that was said on either side was completely true.
Right.
Like
right.
I don't feel like I don't think Kendrick is over there wailing on women.
No.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think Drake is. If we want to keep it a buck, I don't think Drake is really
going crazy.
trafficking.
Yeah. Right,
like
right,
I'm not.
right,
We're not gonna do that. Right. Like I don't think that. But
Right.
because of the fact that, like I was saying, morally, their public persona, Kendrick is a lot cleaner. So anything that gets thrown at Drake sticks more so than it will with Kendrick. Right. And so with that, I think Drake underestimated what Kendrick would say and would do. Because if you start at the beginning of the beef, bro, like when Drake made his first track, it was like, they was gloating. They was like, oh man, he taking 5 days to drop. He taking 6 days to drop. It's a countdown, Kendrick, da-da-da-da-da. Like they ain't got nothing to drop. Drop.
Yeah.
Right? All that. And the thing is, bro, like that's probably the last person
Right.
you want to say that about.
Right.
Right. And so, of course, Kendrick got in the lab. We didn't know what was happening at the time, but Kendrick is in the lab this whole time.
Going crazy.
Right. And, he made a lot of mistakes in just talking about, like I got more love in your city than you, which LA is crazy to say. You know what I mean? So coming out of all these mistakes that he made, it's like, all right, he basically got kicked in the teeth. At this point, and it's been like marketing people, PR people talking about this. They've literally recommended that Drake needs to just chill. Lay low, just chill. Right. You just got off tour. Right. Just relax. You let this wave pass because you're getting buried right now. You know what I mean? Lay low. Come out with your pop hits. Yeah. At the end of the summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like you're saying, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts up.
Yeah.
We don't need the criminal bars.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like hit us with the Hotline Bling and all that. Get the little ditties.
With the real relaxed
you know what
vibe.
I mean?
Yeah.
Keep doing that. What are you thinking?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's over. I don't think he can do anything to come back. And I gotta. Somebody in the chat said,
comment?
Yeah, another comment said Shaq sealed the deal with the beef when you got a photo of DJ Diesel with holding your person in a bikini. That was a meme that was out. So yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You might as well call it a day. You know?
Yeah. Drake, wrap it up, brother. I mean, don't get me wrong. Your career ain't over.
Yeah, not at all.
Come out with your ditties. I'll still listen to those type of music from Drake. But the tough raps, nah, he done.
He done. It's a first quarter rap on that.
Right.
Get it out of here.
Exactly.
What's going on? What's next for us?
So next we got a bunch of upcoming events in the city. Right. So to start off, man. We got a presidential debate.
Yes.
It's going to be happening at the Austin Area Urban League this Thursday at 7:30. For you, politically inclined folks, y'all pull up, y'all check them out. It is free.
Yes.
It is at 7308 Marywood Circle, 78723, Texas, Northeast Austin. Y'all pull up, man. What else we got going on?
On Wednesdays, we have a $7 pairing and cinnamon roll and hot or cold iced coffee.
Cranky Grannies.
Yeah, Cranky Grannies starting at 10 a.m. Make sure y'all pull up there and make sure you get your coffee for you addicts out there that need your fix in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Get your caffeine.
Right.
Let's see. Also, we got the African Diaspora Dance Nights this Friday at Sands Bar, 7 p.m. to midnight. That is downtown. I think that's 918 Congress, 7701.
Yeah,
y'all tap in, man. Get your your Afro beats, man. Get your hips limber and loose, man. Get right. Pull up.
We also got a Kendrick Lamar event on Friday, June the 28th here in Austin, Texas from 5 to 12. That's located at 4 Records Friday at Mayfair. Again, that is 501 West 6th Street in ATX.
Now, also, next event.
Shout out to alum of the show.
Right. Got the homie Devontae. His interview will actually be dropping this Friday. So y'all tap in. He has an event 7 p.m. Friday called The Soiree. Get your suit and tie.
Hard bottoms.
Right, yeah, get right. Get your tuxes, get your nice dresses, all that stuff, man. He has an event, the soiree. It is at the Ballroom at Spider House, 2906 5th Street, 78705. For tickets, you can check out www.officiallydevante.com.
For tickets, yeah, absolutely. And then we've got the Savory Saturday Brunch, both Saturday and Sunday from 11:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Tater Q. You already know Tater Q's address, but that is 1202 FM 685 in Pflugerville, 78660. Tickets are free, so just pop out, show up. But most importantly, want to give a big shout out to my brother Xavier Alvarado.
Yes, sir.
Please make certain that you come out to his exhibit, his art exhibit, The Heart. How does it feel? Make certain that you check it out. It's going to be an amazing, amazing event.
Yeah, get your love on, man.
Yeah, man.
Get your love on,
One
man.
time for the one time.
Right. All right, man. Well, this wraps up another edition of the 1 Hour News Break. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate y'all being here with us. Also, big shout out to our amazing production behind the boards. You can't see him, but he's there. You can find him at Cafe Yodo.
All social media platforms. You can find all our episodes on every single DSP at the IG, the 2HLB Pod, and at the 2 Hour Lunch Break. We'll check y'all next time. Peace.
We out. Hey.
Get you loose and just shake off all the stress. Always on my mind, all of the time. Shooting moves, mixing up my shoes. My friends are trying to say I gotta take a break. I'm worried about you.
Crumble to the sea. I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me.
That's Papa Collins.
Yeah, sure. He's a fine Irish lad.
Now, Danny's gonna do. Let's see what he starts the tempo as.
Yeah,
This is an Irish drinking song, so we might
sing it
need a
little
new
bit
beer.
different. I sing it a little different than the one you'll get it. It's not. It's pretty simple. It's basically like. There you go. So starts like this. Well, I'll tell you a story that happened to me. One day as I went down to Yog by the sea, the sun it was bright and the day it was warm. Says I a great pint wouldn't do me no harm. Went into the barman, says give me a stout. Says the barman, I'm sorry, all the beer's been sold out. Try whiskey or vodka, 10 years in the wood. Says I'll try cider, I heard that it's good. Oh never, oh never, oh never again. If I live to be 100 or 110. 'Cause I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up after drinking one pint of that Johnny Jumper. After pouring my third, I headed straight for the yard, where I bumped into Brophy and his pigs in the yard. Come here to me, boy, don't you know I'm the law? Well, I up with my fist and I shattered his jaw. To the ground with his knees doubled up. But it wasn't I hit him, 'twas the Johnny Chopper. And the next thing I met on my Yog by the sea was a cripple on crutches, and says he to me, I'm afraid of me life, I'll be hit by a car. Won't you help me across to the railwayman's bar? And after 3 pints of that cider so sweet, he threw down his crutches and he danced on his feet. Oh never, oh never, oh never again. If I live to be 100 or 110. 'Cause I fell to the ground and I couldn't get up after drinking one pint of that Johnny Jumper.
Don Collins, Danny Collins.
We have 3 more songs for y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
But what you can't control anyway. Talking to my friend Mary Jane. Mary Jane. Time to chill out. Said I gotta appreciate all the people you got right now.